Hi, and welcome to the Black Sheep Yarn Co. podcast. My name is Angelique, and I'm the owner and dyer behind Black Sheep Yarn Co. And I'm on Instagram as Black Sheep Yarn Co. and on Ravelry as I'd Rather Knit. My goal this year is to start updating my project pages on Ravelry because I haven't done it in a very long time. I've been knitting for about, I think like 14 years now, and I have very few projects, and most of them are from a very long time ago. So I want to start doing that. My show notes are I'm going to start posting those onto Ravelry on my group because I'm really bad at doing it on my YouTube channel, and it's just all this technology stuff it's difficult for me, and so I've just decided it would be a lot easier just to put it into my Ravelry group. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with my finished objects today, and I haven't podcasted in a little while, so I have a lot of them. My first one is my Zwag sweater by Caitlin Hunter, and I'll stand up to show you. I knit this in this is a new colorway of mine which I haven't named yet. And then this is Olana, and I did a cropped version. It's a little bit cropped, and I also did short sleeves, as you can see. And I really like how it turned out. I almost ripped back the hem and made it longer because it wasn't working with my high-waisted jeans, which is how I thought I would wear it. But then I had the idea of putting it with my full skirts, which I really like because I have a hard time finding things that I want to wear with those skirts. So I think it turned out really good, and I'm really kind of liking the whole crop sweater and short sleeve idea. So it was a really fun knit, and for a fingering weight sweater, I felt like it went really quick. Probably mostly because I did short sleeves, so that's kind of a fun little cheat. If you do short sleeves, because it takes so long, I feel like, to knit sleeves, it's like knitting two massive socks. So that made it go a lot quicker. So I think if I do fingering weight sweaters from now on, it will be short sleeved, because I don't really wear fingering weight sweaters in the winter time. They're just not warm enough for me. So I think I'll probably just save those for spring and summer. All right. So my next finished object is my rug sweater. Okay, I have a dog scratching at my door. I'm going to go let it in. Apparently he wanted to be with me, so. Okay, so this is my, hold on. All right. This is my rug sweater. Hi, Toby. And this is by, I think her name is Junko Uno. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is in my yarn. It's a base that I do not plan on carrying, but I do plan on recreating this grayish black colorway. And then this is my, I believe this is my blush colorway, and it was in a worsted that I held double. The only modifications that I really made to this sweater are I had to do the sleeves a little bit shorter, and the reason is I kept running out of yarn. I did not make the calculations correct, and in fact, I didn't take notes when I made this colorway. And so I was pretty happy. I feel like this is all a different colorway. I feel like it turned out super, super close. If not the same, I don't know. It's pretty close. So yeah, this is one of my favorite sweaters. It's so comfy. And I just love the motif on this. I think it's so cool. It's very Aztec. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but that's kind of what when I see it, it's what it looks like to me. So I've wore it a ton already, and I know it's going to continue to be a favorite of mine. So that's a finished project. And then, and holding the yarn double, really, it works pretty good. I've done it before, but I was concerned that you'd be able to see that there's 2 strands of yarn there, and you really can't see that at all. And so I was really happy with it. All right, so my next one is my contrast sweater, and it's by Petite Knits. And where's the front? I think this is the front. Yeah. So it has this kind of cool neckband that folds, you fold it in and sew it down. And then it has the lighter color on the bottom. So I'll just kind of pan up. And I wore this, and my mom said that this is her favorite sweater that I've ever made. I've talked about the yarn colors before on other podcasts, and so I'm not going to try to remember because I can't remember what I used. But I know that this is a cabin colorway, and I can't remember who it's by, but I love it. It seriously is like the coolest colorway. It's very, that's a pretty good example of what it looks like. It's so pretty. Couple more finished projects. Okay, so had a lot of fun knitting some baby gifts, and I have more to knit actually. This sweater is the Purparium cardigan by Kelly Van Nykirk. I don't know. That's a lot of, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I should be better at it with Angelique for a name, but I'm not. So this is in my unicorn hair colorway. I'm going to try and get close so you guys can kind of see. It's definitely not showing up as well. It's got a lot of like light blues and like mint greens in it that you're not seeing in this. But this was such a fun little knit. I love the buttons going down the side. I really liked it. I feel like, I don't know what's throwing off my color today, because it is kind of dark out today and I didn't put any lights up, so. So that's that sweater. And then to go with it, I made the Baby Love hat, and it's by Swift Yarns. And I think she did an adult size hat that you can buy also, and it's only $1. I made the baby size. There was newborn and baby, and I'm really glad I made the baby size because I'm not sure if it would even fit. And that could be my fault. I know that the main color, the unicorn hair color, is in my 80/20, and so it's definitely a plumper fingering weight. And then I just use the leftovers from my sweater for the color work. But I really like how it turned out. And I love the little cable brim. Like I don't think I've ever done a brim or an edging on a sweater that that's cabled like that. Like it, I don't know. I just thought that was really cute. So yeah, that's all my finished objects. So right now I'm knitting. I got this cute little teacup bag. I'm knitting the Stockholm hat by Petite Knits, and the colors that I'm using are Primrose. This is Primrose Yarn Co., and I don't know the name of the colorway. And then a very I mean, you can't even see the color in this. It's mostly white mohair. There's a little bit of color. So this has a folded, like you fold the brim on it. I think this might be the first thing I've ever knit with mohair. But I like how I really like how it's turning out. You can kind of see the halo. Yeah. It's so soft. I think this is going to be the cutest hat. It's just a super basic ribbed hat that has, I like the decreases, the way they do them on it. I think it kind of makes it. And then it has quite a folded brim. I think probably about that much will be folded. So I'm really now I'm kind of at the top of the hat now because I'm going to fold this up. So I've got a ways to go. And I can't remember if this is a paid for pattern or not. I kind of felt like it wasn't, but maybe it is. I don't know. So it just softens the color so nicely when you add the mohair to it. So I really like that. I think it's really pretty. I'm not a big fan of doing ribbing. It just kind of gets kind of boring, and I don't know. I don't really enjoy ribbing, so I just do a little bit at a time, or if I want to not have to pay attention, I bring it with me. And then what I've mostly been working on, and it's with all new colorways that I have dyed up on my tweed. This is definitely more shocking in person than it's showing up on camera. It's bright. And then I have this one, which I really like. You can't see much of it because I'm down to the last little bit. And then I just did a bear yarn and then a navy. And none of these are named yet. This one's definitely not showing up quite as blue. But I will be, I'm waiting on a really big yarn order, which I should get today. And I'm going to be dyeing up a ton of yarn once that order comes. So this is my sweater. I'm almost done with the edging, and you're going to look at it and think, oh my goodness, that is like not even a whole sweater. But it's meant to be a crop sweater, and I know that it's going to grow and even out a little bit. So this is, oh, I have the pattern. It is, and I was talking with my friend Leslie the other day. I have no idea how to say this. It's Soldotna. I have no clue. It's a Caitlin Hunter sweater. And I'm probably going to wear it just about like how it's pictured in the pattern. Which is why I didn't mind making it more cropped, or as cropped as the picture, because that's how I'm going to wear it. So here it is. Okay, so I'm going to start out by saying that my intention was not to have this bright yellow, neon yellow at the bottom. What I wanted to do, so I picked my colors thinking that I was picking them the way I wanted them to lay out in the sweater, and I think I only paid attention to this part of the chart. So then when I got to the other part, I had already started adding this neon, and I realized, oh, that carries all the way down the sweater. I had even talked to Leslie about it, and I thought I had a solution, and I totally botched it. So I had to just go ahead and use the neon. I think it's growing on me. I do wish, so the dark blue and the purple are the dots in the hair. I wish that I had a little more dark blue to kind of balance out the bottom, but I think that I really like how it's turning out. I love that purple colorway. it has so many variations of color in it, and I'm just really liking it. So that's my crop. I don't have to do, it's just, I'll pick up, and then there's a small amount of ribbing that goes around the sleeves, and after I'm done with the ribbing down below, and then it's done, and I'll soak it and just see how it looks. I figure if I had to, I could rip out the hem and start, you know, and do a little more of the dots in order to get the length I want. But I think those dots are so much fun. I just love it. And I'm really happy with my color work. I learned how to, I just kind of, I had looked at videos and I just wasn't getting the way people were telling how to do it. And I feel like everybody knits different. And so I would try to do 2 colors at a time, and I was just having a really hard time with it. And so what I decided to do was just kind of figure it out on my own. So I figured out how to carry the yarn in 1 color in this hand and 1 in this hand. And I used to have to drop the yarn in order to twist the 2 colors so that I could catch a float. And I also figured out a really slick way to catch my floats without having to drop the yarn. And when I figured that out, I was like mind blown, because obviously I can't knit while I podcast because I'm messing up. Anyway, when I figured that out, I was so excited, because that is going to save me a ton of time when I'm doing color work. And I honestly didn't think I was a color work person, but I really like to be captivated by something. I don't really love mindless stuff. Like, I like to have a little bit of something going on, and I like to learn new things. So I feel like for a while there I was getting really bored with my knitting, but lately I've been getting kind of excited about it because I'm doing lace and color work and just fun stuff like that. So I'm really enjoying it. So those are my 2 whips. I've been pretty monogamous with my knitting. So that's kind of fun. And then I got a few things. I went to a yarn crawl, or we visited with the Naughty Knitwits, Michelle and Leslie. We went to Naughty Lamb, and it was like an hour drive. So but we hadn't been there before, and it was an awesome yarn shop in Forest Grove, Oregon. And it was super fun, and it was really hard to decide on what to get. And I got a sweatshirt like they did. I don't have it up here. It's in the laundry right now. But I really like it. I know they like theirs too. And then I picked out, I think this is all I know I got those little covers for the yarn and the sweatshirt. I don't know, maybe this is the only other thing I got. This is 6 and 7 fibers. And it's a mini skein set, and it's in my colors, mauves and creams, and I think I like all colors, honestly, but I loved these, and I think I want to use them in a shawl. There's one that Molly from A Homespun House is doing, or was doing. I don't know if it's enough. I might have to dye up some stuff of my own. And yeah, this is just her 75-25 base, so it's 435 yards. And I'm going to be getting some mini skein sets in my shop here soon too. And then at a different shop, I got some Loopy Mango Big Cotton. I wish I would have got more, because it's only 48 yards and it's so soft. And it is like this, it's like a rose gold, honestly. I don't think that's what they call it. I think it's called copper. But I have four skeins of it. And this cute little bag, which it's by Vicky Howell, and it has like a little snap off Notions pouch. I don't know what the inside looks like. Oh, it's just satin inside. But it was pretty inexpensive actually. And I thought it was super cute. It's like a little purse almost. But then you can, you know, it really opens up for your knitting. And of course, I love my gold. So I'm trying to, if anybody knows a good pattern, because I think this is knit on like size 17 needles. I was almost thinking about trying to design something. There's been a few cardigan, like more like vest cardigans, like you don't actually have sleeves on it. It's just a wider cardigan that's sleeveless. And so it's kind of like an oversized vest. And I've seen a few of those, but most of them are longer. And I was almost thinking about designing like a cropped like vest cardigan that has like a couple little pockets, and doing that with this. But I may end up needing a couple more skeins because it's only like 200 yards total that I have, and I don't know if that'd be enough. Because most of the cardigans I've seen, like the sleeveless ones, are like in the size yarn are like calling for 300 and something yards to 400 and something yards. So we'll see what that becomes. I'm not sure yet. And what else? I'm trying to think. I should have brought up my... Well, I have this new project bag, but she doesn't put a tag in it, and I'm trying to remember who it's by, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just show it next time. Oh, wait. It's right here. It is by Yarn Monster. I've been carrying this everywhere. I love this bag. I've got a sweater coming out of it right now, so I'm just gonna... So it's waxed wool, or waxed canvas. It's got a little zipper pouch in the front. It's actually really good size. I had all 4 skeins plus my sweater in here. But it's kind of nice because you can just, it's got like these little beads on the end. And I just open this up really wide when I'm knitting, and it has a pocket in it also. But I love the wax canvas, and it has a really nice big flat bottom on it. And then, oh, I really like the handle. It's like a cork. So that was a new-ish acquisition. So yeah, that's kind of fun. I think that's it. I am going to show you guys a couple new colorways that I have in my shop on a few bases. I believe this is called Mint Madness. I have it on my Sparkle DK. And it's definitely more mint green, like mintish sageous green than it's showing up. And then this is on my Sparkle Sock base. And I really like this colorway. My boys really like this colorway. So that's a new colorway. And then another new one. I didn't wind this very well. A lot of times I'll just rewind it when I put the labels on, but let's see if I can, that's showing up pretty good. It's got some peachy pinks, purple, green, blue, a little bit of lime green, dark, like a really dark green. Come on. It's focusing on something else. There we go. So that's a new colorway. I think it's a spring name. I can't remember what I called it. I'm so horrible at remembering what I name my stuff. So those are two new colorways that I can think of. I know I have maybe a couple more, but those are the ones that I'm remembering. I've got lots of ideas in my head right now of what I want to bring into the shop, and I have a bunch of mohair coming today, and a ton. I was out of my stock for a little while, and I needed to do some revamping of the studio. I got a new sink. It's much bigger, double sink. My husband put it in. And just kind of revamped everything. And so I think everything's going to be a lot easier for me. And I should be able to put out a lot more yarn more quickly, but still efficiently. And so I have a ton of stuff coming, but I'm really excited that I get to start carrying mohair because I know a lot of people are enjoying it. And there might be a few other new... the order took a little while to get to me, so I can't quite remember what all I got, but I know that I'm going to be bringing some mini skeins into the shop, so I'm excited about that. I plan on doing sets, so that'll be coming in the next, couple weeks, and I am also going to be branching out and having my own website. I already purchased my domain. It'll be blacksheepyarnco.com, but for right now I'm still on Big Cartel, and my link is in the bio. But I'm pretty happy about being able to get my own website. I'm in the process of looking for someone to design it, so I need to get that going. But for now, I have a shop, so I'm good to go. So anyway, I will be getting the show notes up on Ravelry. I'm hoping to do the show notes before I even post my podcast. So I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to you guys sooner next time. But if you have any questions or any special requests for yarn, you can always contact me via my email through Big Cartel. And I'd be happy to dye up special colorways for you. So, or special amounts if you want a sweater weight. If you see something in the shop and you want more of it, just let me know and I will get that out to you as quickly as possible. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.